Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashoda Nandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Girivaradhari. Yashoda Nandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Haraye Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudhana Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Hare Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Srimad Sudhana Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Gopal Govinda Ram Srimad Sudhan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Hare Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Hare Hare Nama Krishna Gopal Govinda Ram Srimad Sudhan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gauranga. Jai Satchinandana, Jaya Satchinandana. Nitai Gauranga, bolo Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Privajagacharya Ashtottara Satasi Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की श्री प्रभुपाद की प्रभुपाद अनुगा की सामवेत भक्त वृंद की नित्याय गौर प्रेमानंदे All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Guranga, all glories Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Daivim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Canto 2, Chapter 9, Text 35. Yata mahanti bhutani bhuteshu chhavacheshva anu pravishtani apravishtani tatateshu nateshvaham. Yata mahanti bhutani bhuteshu chhavacheshva anu pravishtani apravishtani tatateshu nateshvaham. Yata mahanti bhutani bhuteshu chhavacheshvanu pravishtani apravishtani tatateshu nateshvaham. Yadha mahanti bhutani bhuteshu chhavacheshvanu pravishtani apravishtani tatateshu nateshvaham.
Yata
Yatha, just as Mahanti, the universal, Bhutani, elements, Bhuteshu, Ucha Avacheshu, in the minute and gigantic, Anu, after, Pravishtani, entered, Apravishtani, not entered, Tata, so, Teshu, in them, Na, not, Teshu, in them, Aham, myself. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. It's a very, very long purport. All a very technical shloka. If you want everybody to sleep in the class, we discuss technical things. If you select a shloka that is technical, then I speak technical, and then everybody technically sleeps. O Brahma, please know that the universal elements enter into the cosmos and at the same time do not enter into the cosmos. Similarly, I myself also exist within everything created, and at the same time I am outside of everything. I hope you have understood. Purport: the great elements of material creation, namely earth, water, fire, air and ether, all enter into the body of all manifested entities. The seas, mountains, aquatics, plants, reptiles, birds, beasts, human beings, demigods, and everyone materially manifested. And at the same time, such elements are differently situated. In the developed stage of consciousness, the human being can study both physiological and physical science. But the basic principles of such sciences are nothing but the material elements and nothing more. The body of the human being and the body of the mountains, as also the bodies of the demigods, including Brahma, are all of the same ingredients, earth, water, etc. And at the same time, the elements are beyond the body. The elements were created first, and therefore they entered into the bodily construction later. But in both circumstances, they entered the cosmos and also did not enter. Similarly, the Supreme Lord, by His different energies, namely the internal and external, is within everything in the manifested cosmos. And at the same time, He is outside of everything, situated in the kingdom of God, Vaikuntha Loka, as described before. This is very nicely stated in the Brahma Samhita as follows. Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavithabhis thabirya eva nijarupataya kalabhi goloka eva nivasati akilatma bhuto govindamadi purusham bhajami. I worship the personality of Godhead Govinda, who by expansion of his internal potency of transcendental existence, knowledge and bliss, enjoys in his own and expanded forms. Simultaneously he enters into every atom of the creation. This expansion of his plenary parts is also more definitely explained in that same Brahma Samhita as follows. Ekopya saurachayutam jagadanda koti yachaktirasti jagadanda chayayadantah andantarasta paramano chayantarastam govindamadi purusham tamahang bhajami. I worship the personality of Godhead Govinda, who by one of his plenary portions enters into the existence of every universe and every particle of the atoms, and thus unlimitedly manifests his infinite energy all over the material creation. The impersonalists can imagine or even perceive that the Supreme Brahman is thus all-pervading, and therefore they conclude that there is no possibility of his personal form. Herein lies the mystery of his transcendental knowledge. This mystery is transcendental love of Godhead, and one who is surcharged with such transcendental love of Godhead can without difficulty see the personality of Godhead in every atom and every movable or immovable object. And at the same time, he can see the personality of Godhead in his own abode Goloka, enjoying eternal pastimes with his eternal associates, who are also expansions of his transcendental existence. This vision is the real mystery of spiritual knowledge. As stated by the Lord in the beginning, Sa Rahasyam Tadangam Cha. This mystery is the most confidential part of the knowledge of the Supreme, and it is impossible for the mental speculators to discover by dint of intellectual gymnastics. The mystery can be revealed through the process recommended by Brahmaji in his Brahma Samhita as follows. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santas Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Akincha Gunaswarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamahang Bhajami. I worship the original personality of Godhead, Govinda, whom the pure devotees, their eyes smeared with the ointment of love of Godhead, always observe within their hearts. This Govinda, the original personality of Godhead, is Shama Sundara with all transcendental qualities. Therefore, although he is present in every atom, the Supreme Personality of Godhead may not be visible to the dry speculators, still the mystery is unfolded before the eyes of the pure devotees, because their eyes are anointed with love of Godhead. And this love of Godhead can be attained only by the practice of transcendental loving service of the Lord and nothing else. The vision of the devotees is not ordinary, it is purified by the process of devotional service. In other words, as the universal elements are both within and without, similarly the Lord's name, form, qualities, pastimes, entourage, etc., as they are described in the revealed scriptures or as performed in the Vaikuntha Lokas, far, far beyond the material cosmic manifestation, are factually being televised in the hearts of the devotee. The man with a poor fund of knowledge cannot understand, although by material science one can see things far away by means of television. Factually, the spiritually developed person is able to have the television of the kingdom of God always reflected within his heart. That is the mystery of knowledge of the personality of Godhead. I'll stop here. Om Tat Sat Om Agyana Timirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsya Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. According to ordinary mathematics, it is not possible to understand how mathematics and physics, what we learn, will tell us something is possible like this and this is the law for that. And we solve problems using that law. We prove many things, we write exams, we pass. And in this way, we get to learn some concepts about matter in this world. And we know that there are laws governing it. But there are higher laws. And here that is being spoken about. When you want to understand who are you, who is God, what is this world, then it cannot apply the same material laws onto that. These laws are very simple, what you learn in physics. They are only enough for your experience and your interaction with the world. And that is very small. It's a very small fraction. And in Kali Yuga, people have very small experience of the material world about themselves because they are incapable of a higher material experience. Mandha sumanda matayo mandabhagyahi upadritaha. Even matter you cannot understand properly. So considering that, it's very difficult for a conditioned soul to understand these higher laws. Here in the Chatushloki Bhagavatam it is mentioned, because Brahma is surrendering to Krishna and Krishna is saying, I am pleased with you, so I will tell you now something you can understand. And Brahma is able to understand because Krishna is giving him mercy to understand. And there is nobody else in the whole universe, only two people are there, Brahma and Krishna. Nobody else is there. And creation has not yet occurred because he is going to do the secondary creation, Visarga. Brahma is going to do, for that only he has taken blessings and but he has asked 4 questions. Brahma has asked 4 questions. I want to know about your form in transcendence and in material world. I want to know about your energies, how they operate, how you involve yourself with the energies. In this way he has asked questions, very intelligent questions, which he is able to do after tapasya. He has done a lot of tapasya, and that tapasya instruction also came from the Lord. Without the Lord being present in front of him, a sound only he heard, tapa. So Brahma has followed Jagannath Paladev Shubhadramai ki. Brahma has closely followed the instruction of the only person who is the Supreme Lord, whom he is meditated on. And when he has become sufficiently purified after his penance, the Lord has appeared in front of him. And then he is asking questions. Then the Lord is telling him, I'll tell you. These are questions of Brahma. Within the questions of Brahma, Krishna is answering. Within the questions of Brahma is answering. There are other people who may ask even greater questions, and within that Krishna will answer also. That will be even more expansive. That will be even more expansive. This itself we cannot understand. How the Lord is within the cosmos and at the same time is not there. In Bhagavad Gita, where does he say that? Where does he say that in Bhagavad Gita? No. Shloka. What does he say? Pashyame yogam aishwaryam. You don't know? How many Bhakti Shastri students are here? Yes. What is that shloka? Associating with you, I am also forgetting. I just know the shloka, and after hearing you, Krishna says, I am in everything, and still I am not in everything. Behold my mystic opulence. behold my mystic opulence. It's a very beautiful shloka. There Krishna is explaining about his energies and about his manifestation and about his presence. We must understand there is God and God's energies. We belong to which category? We belong to which category? God's energies. Yes. This world belongs to which category? Yes or no? Belongs to energy. How can the dead matter and you be equal? Both are energy? You people are not reading properly. Simply sitting and hearing. You are not thinking about it. You are not analyzing it. Okay. Krishna is saying this in Bhagavad Gita. He is explaining that two types of Prakriti are there. What are the two types of Prakriti? Apareya mitastuvanyam prakritim vidhime param. Jiva bhuta. The para Prakriti is Jiva bhuta. Both are my energy. But the superior energy is Jiva bhuta. Mahabaho. Yayedham dharyate jagat. The whole Jagat is held by these jivas. They are superior Prakriti. This is physics. This is Krishna's physics. Not your physics, the other that you say, which will not give you explanation of reality. Krishna is explaining physics in 13th chapter. It's pure physics. Physics of the self and matter mixed together. So there he is telling, everything is coming from me. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattas sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajate mam buddha bhava samanvita. Everything comes from me. Everything goes back into me. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti. Comes from me, goes from me. Actually only I exist. Aham eva sameva kre. He said that in the beginning here. Only I exist. In other words, I am the only reality. From me come my energies. From the energies come living entities. There's material manifestation. They are both related. And then if I wind it up, everything gone. Only I am existing. This is the explanation of existence. This is existential philosophy. People will ask, does God exist? First of all, I ask a question, do you exist? If you did not exist, how will you ask this question? Simple. If you did not exist, how you are able to ask this question? First tell me, do you exist or not? What do you all think? Do you exist or not? We exist. Otherwise, how you will consciously be sitting here and hearing this and responding to it? See, you exist. If I exist, you should ask the question, how did I come into existence? Correct, huh? Next question you should ask is, Yeppadi? Same question you're asking about God, no. How does God come into existence? Who is God? Does God exist? First stick and the kelvi onake kettuko. Do you exist? Yes, I exist. I know I am breathing, I am living, I am kicking, I am eating, I am sleeping, of course I exist. How did you come to exist? I was born. My mother gave birth to me. No. Now you are speaking something else. Till now you are speaking some philosophy, existential philosophy. Suddenly you became some mundane, small. I gave birth in so-and-so hospital on so-and-so day. I was born, my birthday is not answer to the question. Who put you into existence? Now you are stumped. How did you come into being? Who put you into existence? Now you have to answer the question. Then you have to ask how everybody has come into existence. Because there are other people like you. There are so many people like you. So instead of asking how does God exist, first you ask, do you exist? Yes. How did you come into existence? Right. So these questions if you ask, it will lead you to understanding Krishna is the supreme existence. You don't want to call him Krishna, that's a different thing. But there is a supreme, independent personality, Abhijñah Swarat. That is what is described. It is mentioned in the Bhagavatam first. Janmadyasya yataha, from whom everything comes. Anvayad itratas charteshva Abhijñah Swarat. That supreme absolute truth, Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye. From the heart of Brahma, he spoke the truth to Brahma. Muhyanti Yat Surayah. To understand that, even the Suras, even the Devas will get bewildered trying to understand this. You cannot understand. So you may ask some seemingly very great questions like, does God exist? I existed before. You'll say all sorts of things. You can say what you want. But what is the reality? That is important to know. So here, philosophically, physically explained, Aham eva sameva agre. In the beginning I only exist. Then he's telling, in the end also I only exist. Beginning and end, I only exist. In between, whatever happens does not matter. In the beginning and in the end, I am the only reality. Okay. Then in the Bhagavad Gita, he is going further to say to Arjuna, Natva evaham jatunasham natvam neme janadipa. Nachaiva bhavishyamaha sarvevaya mataparam. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings in the battlefield. It's very amazing statements made about existence and existential philosophy, theology, understanding, everything. There is never a time when I did not exist, Krishna is telling, nor all of you and everybody. There cannot be. Why? You are all part and parcel of me. Mamaivam sa jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana. Since I eternally exist, my part and parcels also eternally exist. But yours is a dependent existence, mine is independent existence. The difference between your existence and my existence is what? Dependent and independent existence. This is a big difference. Abhijñah Swarat. You are not Swarat. You are existing because of Krishna. Your existence is dependent on Krishna's existence. You understand? But Krishna's existence does not depend on anybody, anything. He is independently existent. Abhijñah Swarat. Can you get the point? God means independently existing reality. You are a dependent existential reality. How does it sound now? Simple. Now, in this situation and circumstances, you are thinking you are independent. That's another problem. Because you have a part and parcel, you're part and parcel of the Lord, you have that spirit of independence. You want to enjoy that independent of the Lord. You want to enjoy that independent of the Lord. I want to be separate, I want to enjoy. I don't want to be under you. Sometimes the child is thinking like that to the parents. Always you do go from here, I'll do it on my own. I don't want you always teaching me what to do. I do on my own. I want to do. Get out from here. This tendency to want to be independent, and the father is telling you cannot, you don't know how to do it. No. That is exactly the nature of the conditioned soul. So what God does is, very idiot, and He creates this world. This world is created for that foolish children who are tantrums, pidivadam. I want to be independent. Okay. Here you can think you are independent. Independent is an illusion in the material world. And all of us want to be independent of any type of authority. That tendency, that notion, that inclination is there always. I want to be independent. So, we are given this material world where you can think you're independent, and every time you think too much independent, you'll get a shot on the face. And you'll come back and tell, no, Lord, I am very, I am making this offering for you, this archana for you, this, everything. Then after little again you'll become independent. Then again another shot, material nature will give you. You'll come back and pray and do extra rounds. Do anga pradakshina. Dip in the water, get up. See, I am always dependent on you. And then this is what's going on. This is material life. Material life, you are unable to leave that tendency to be independent. So Krishna feels very bad about it. He's suffering. You are suffering. Your suffering is also illusion only. Your so-called independence also is illusion. Your happiness is also illusion. But seeing you like this is very disturbing. This is exactly the material condition. The material world is created for that. So this material world is also energy of the Lord. You are also energy of the Lord. He's put it together. Here you can think you are independent. Here you can think you are God. Small gods. In the house, the father will say, rascal, everybody here has to listen to me. Father is the head of the family. He also will suddenly become small Krishna. There is no truth but me. In this house, nobody can think of anything without me. Everybody, for some time at least, little bit, they get that good feeling. For some time, little time, they enjoy. But they know that it is not true. It's not true. That is why material life, Krishna is saying, Rite artham pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani. He's telling, whatever you are seeing here, not connected to me, is not reality. He's explaining that. Yatha bhaso yatha tamaha. It is reflection in the darkness. My light from there reflected in the darkness. You're trying to catch that, and inside that, see, this light. Actually, it's not there. The light is not there. It's only a reflection. It's illusion. It is illusion. Now, inside that situation, if you want to become a person realized, means realized in the reality. Realized means I understand the reality. That's what is the meaning of realization. Right? Not all people describe all sorts of things. Our Pata romba realized irkaru. What do you mean? Pata romba. He is dressed up in some very fantastic way with a kondai and all that and looks great. Pata romba realized. Who told you if you dress up like this you are realized? Illinga avara kanna parunga. Half closed means realized. All these funny things does not mean realized. Realized means one who knows the reality. The reality is Krishna. Ahameva sameva agre. One who knows Krishna knows the reality. Simply. That is also explained in the Bhagavatam. Now, because it is Krishna's energy this world is made of and we are made of, Krishna is present there. Krishna is present by his energy. Prabhupada explained very simply. How is there illumination inside here? No tube light is put on also. Sun, but I don't see the sun. Why did you say sun? I don't see the sun. How did you understand it? By sunlight. There. But you are saying sun. Sunlight is the same as the sun. Right? That's why you said it's illuminated because of the sun. Energy of the sun is sunlight. You cannot say, how are you able to see anything? Suryan உள்ள பூந்திருக்காருங்க அங்க உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருக்காரு. He's sitting there. பார்க்கலையா நீங்க? He's not obviously there. He is not here. It doesn't have to be here. His energy is enough to completely illuminate. Even without any tube light, anything burning, light is pouring inside and illuminating the whole place, and immediately we recognize it as sun. Sunlight is recognized as the sun. Sun's energy is recognized as the sun. So Krishna's energy is recognized as, but we are not doing it. Correct, eh? This is called Krishna unconsciousness. This is called Krishna unconscious. Just know you are sun conscious, correct? Sunlight, sun, you told. But every bit of energy in this world, manifestation of the Lord, you must remember it is Krishna. The same way, like you said, sunlight, sun, you must be able to see anything and say Krishna. That you are not doing. That is why you are ayogi, not connected with God. This is the real meaning of ayogi. It is even worse than what you normally use. What you normally use, it is worse because you are disconnected with Krishna. You are ayogi with Krishna. You are not able to acknowledge Krishna for that. That truth Krishna is explaining. Know that I am in the cosmos, but I am still not there in the cosmos. Sun is here, but still he is not here. Correct? He is not sitting here, but still he is here. We are able to see everybody because of sun. You have to acknowledge that. Same way, Krishna is saying, pick out that shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Where is it? I forgot. Where is that shloka from Bhagavad Gita? Pashyame yogam aishwaryam. Nachamatstani bhutani pashyame yogam aishwaryam. Before that, beginnings with Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matstani sarvabhutani nachaham teshu avastitah. Maya tatamidam sarvam. See how nicely Krishna is explaining. So beautiful. There is no teacher like this. Maya tatamidam sarvam. I am spread everywhere in this world. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. In this whole universe, avyakta murti, unmanifested presence of myself. Unmanifested means like sunlight, presence of the sun. In this way I am spread into the entire universe. You can say sun is present everywhere by sunlight. Krishna is saying, Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. Matstani sarvabhutani. In me only it is situated. Nacha aham teshu avastitah. But I am not there. Nacha aham. But I am not sitting there. Inside the Bhagavatam class, Surya is not sitting. But Surya is still there. Right? Same way, everything is situated on me only. I am inside everything, but I am not there. By my powers, I am there. By my energy, I am there. This is a very important thing to understand. Devotees of the Lord understand the presence of Krishna in everything. Because everything is his energy. Everything is his energy. And the moment you start seeing Krishna in everything, you become fully Krishna conscious. But why you don't see? Why you are not able to see? Now you know what is Maya. What is Maya? Where is Maya? In the world outside, right? Maya. The Bhagavatam is telling, no, that is Krishna's energy. That is Krishna's energy. I don't like Maya is, Maya hai andakar. You're wrong. Maya is Krishna's energy. Why don't you like Maya? I'm trying to confuse you. Why don't you like Maya? Maya is Krishna's energy. Why don't you like Maya? Till now we understood, no? Krishna is present. So is Krishna's energy also not Maya? You must like Maya. What's happening here? What is happening is that you don't see it as Krishna's energy, then it becomes Maya. Because you don't see it as Krishna's energy, it becomes Maya. When you start seeing it as Krishna's energy, it's Krishna. So where is the Maya coming from? From you. Your tendency to enjoy immediately makes Maya catch you. Material energy catches you. Japatiya Maya Hare. You are the reason for Maya catching you. Correct? It's not that Maya is catching me, please help me. You only said, Maya kaipudi, Maya catching me. You gave your hand. You gave the hand. And you're telling, Maya is attacking me, please help me. You are only asking Maya to attack. Why? Because you have forgotten Krishna. If you forget Krishna, Japatiya, Nikatastha Maya, Japatiya Dare. Standing very close to you is Maya. As soon as you forget Krishna, he'll catch hold of you. Because somebody has to keep you at hold. Either Krishna or Krishna's energy. It's your choice. Now what we are doing every day is that our choice has been Maya. You hold me, Maya. I like. This is exactly what we are doing. Because anytime you see anything, hey, this is very nice, I want to enjoy it. The moment you think minus Krishna and you want to enjoy it, Maya is operating already. Krishna's external energy is operating. But it is not operating on Krishna. It is doing like what Krishna has told. It's Krishna's energy only. Doing for Krishna only. But you are the one who are giving it opportunity for operation. So that is the meaning of saying Yayedam Dharyate Jagat. Because of these living entities, this material energy is operating and existing. They all want this performance. They all want this enjoyment. So it is operating. But I am coming inside there and I am telling, this is not good for you. You belong to me. Much bigger enjoyment I'll give you. Fall into my spiritual energy. This is what Krishna is. It's a very simple philosophy. It's not very difficult. But if you try to approach it in a different way, you'll get stuck again. If you try to approach, I will understand it, I will mug up I will fully, that's again Maya. You'll not get it. You'll not get it. That is why you see here, he's telling, before speaking the Chatushloki, he is telling Brahma, knowledge about me is very difficult to get to know. Where is that? Shri Bhagavan Vaj, Jnanam Parama Guhyam me Yad Vijnana Samanvitam Sa Rahasyam Tadangam Cha Grahana Gatitam Maya. Very important shloka. I wish we had taken class on this today. First, when he opens After Brahma's questions, Krishna is saying, knowledge about me is very difficult to understand. Not for everybody. Jnanam parama guhyam me. Secret. Parama guhyam. Not ordinary secret. Supreme secret. What? Jnanam me means knowledge about me. Is supreme secret. And yet vijnana samanvitam. Along with realization. You cannot get to know. You can get to know only through devotional service. But that I am going to explain to you today. Then he starts saying, Aham eva sameva agre. So the translation for this, the personality of Godhead said, knowledge about me as described in the scriptures is very confidential. And it has to be realized in conjunction with devotional service. The necessary paraphernalia for that process is being explained by me. You may take it up carefully. The same thing Krishna is explaining in Bhagavad Gita. Explaining in Bhagavad Gita. I know that we are already feeling sleepy. Ayo, how to understand all these things? Yapada, breakfast time aidto. This is the way our mind works. This is what? We have no capacity for even staying and listening. What to speak of understanding the absolute truth like Brahma is doing. Therefore it requires penance. Only when you perform penance, you will get the opportunity and strength to be able to listen. Why? Because Krishna will give you that benefit. Here, being pleased with the penance of Brahma, because first Krishna told him, do penance first. Now you are not qualified to understand about me. First you do tapa. So he did tapasya for 1000 celestial years. How much? 1000 celestial years. I calculated, I don't remember where it is, but I think it is 2160 into 10 to the power of 7 human years. Approximately. Some millions, billions or something. So many years he did tapasya. ஒரு நாள் புருஷோத்தம அதிக மாசல 64 ரவுண்ட் ஜெபம் பண்ணுங்க காலம்பரை இருந்து உட்கார்ந்தனா we cannot sit down in one place, you know, without falling asleep at least 50 times. This is the meaning of Kali Yuga, people. Don't think Brahma is like you. Brahma is an extremely exalted person. You can't even compare. You can't even compare 1 to 1, multiply and all that. It will come error, the multiplication. You should not think Brahma is just another person. Brahma is an extremely intelligent and vast personality. Krishna is giving him that type of devotional service to do. But before doing that itself, he's telling, go do tapasya. Because he's so vast, his tapasya is also very vast. Why? The devotional service that he's going to do is very vast. And he also knows that. He has been chosen to do that and is extremely careful. You can see his behavior. And because he is going to do that type of devotional service, he is having direct meeting with Krishna. And he comes to recognize that I know I am in this position, I am chosen to do this, I am very special and I am going to do this very important thing, and I am very afraid. And you have shown me mercy. You have personally appeared in front of me and shaken my hands. Okay, very good. Penance over. You did it successfully. He is recognizing that, Brahma. He is saying, I know what my stage is. I don't want to become proud. He is telling again to Krishna, please help me, I should not become proud. If I have to do this service, I should not become proud. So don't think Brahma is poised to do a fantastically huge service. And is very conscious about it because of the blessing of Krishna.
Nama in the chinna some devotional service you asked to do. What do you think? Look at the Kirtan I led here. My gosh, it's because of me only everybody chanted Hare Krishna. And you go back home feeling well. Krishna is saying, yeah, because of you only. Feel good. Because you are so small. Even Krishna is making a yes. At least like that you do some seva. So Krishna is giving you a tap. You must understand that. Giving you a tap. This same Brahma will make a mistake. This same Brahma Vimohana Leela. Krishna will become very different to him. He will not at all talk to him. Because you are not supposed to do this mistake. You are very high class. You cannot do this type of mistake. When he did that, this thing, of course, that also had a plan of Krishna inside. He came and said, please excuse me. I just... Krishna said nothing to him, just simply looked at him like that. With no expression. How you will feel? How you will feel? Why? You are supposed to be very responsible. You're supposed to be very responsible. Purujit did something wrong, means I'll say, oh, very nice, it's okay. You're wrong, this thing and all that. Brahma cannot say, no, you are different. You are very responsible. You see, Prabhupada, when some of his senior disciples did something not very good, no, he just gave a look like this and never talked to them for one whole day. And they understood, my gosh, I have made a mess. It's not required for him to be told anything else. Why? He's very sensitive to. So Brahma knows his position. So he's accordingly very afraid. Something will happen to me. This is very, so the more advanced you are, the higher service is given to you, and you better well perform like that. You better perform like that. You should not immediately think, appa, and the responsibility is now and the keel Kirtan manite regularly. I am very afraid. No. Then you will remain here only. You will not also advance in Krishna consciousness. Yani kani chapapani you will do in the same place. Go round and round in the same place. Everybody should go round and round like this, spiral. Not in the same plane. You should do yani kani chapapani, but go spiral up. This you can learn from these chapters. If Prabhupada's purport, you will see that Prabhupada is saying, don't think the penance of Brahma is not something that you should not perform. You must perform penance for the sake of advancing in bhakti. Don't think Brahma performed penance, some karmakanda penance. He performed penance for advancement in bhakti only. You think he does not know? He's got 4 heads. So he performed penance for that. After that he has become capable of understanding. Therefore Krishna is telling, I am ahameva sameva agre. And he is understanding. Everything Krishna is telling, he is understanding. Because Krishna knows now you are capable of understanding. You have purified yourself with penance. Now I will tell you, understand carefully. You understand that? He said, please do it carefully. Krishna is telling Brahma. Already Brahma is super careful. He is telling, careful. Be careful. So these things we must learn. And he is telling, carelessly we do Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Why Bhakti is not coming? Because you don't want it to come. The way you are doing it, you don't want it to come. ஏனோ தானோன்னு சொல்லி ஏதோ கடன் பண்ற மாதிரி இந்தா வச்சுக்கோ சான் பண்ணிட்டானா. Like that, if you don't have desire to develop love for Krishna, why will Krishna come forward to you? Because love for Krishna is too precious. He is not going to give it to you if you don't want it. He is not going to give it to you if it is not a cheap thing. Do you want to love Krishna? Do you want to be a lover of Krishna? Then you have to be eagerly desiring it. Then you will be chanting how? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. You will be seeing taste in everything that you chant. You will be seeing taste in the chanting. This is how Brahma is in front of Krishna. Very eager, full of love for Krishna, hearing Krishna with full ears. Yes, my Lord, I want to do it for you. Out of love for you, as a service to you, I want to do. Please help me. Please save me. Please keep me under your shelter. Constantly he is praying, and that's how he starts creation. That's why I tell sometimes, temple will take a long time to come if we also don't similarly desire from Krishna. We want to actually give you a place better than this. How many of you sincerely desire the பழைய பில்டிங் பா மேலெல்லாம் உடஞ்சி எல்லாம் தண்ணி எல்லாம் keeping the supreme personality of God here? Should not we shift him to a better place? What do you think? If you sincerely think so, and if you sincerely pray to the Lord, because it's only the Lord who does everything. You are only instrument. He's telling Brahma, everything will happen by my energies. I am putting you there. I can myself do like this, it will all happen. But through you I will do. You become my instrument. But to be my instrument, you should be clean. You should be clean. I will work through you. So if Krishna wants to get his house ready, and he has decided, I will work through these devotees of mine, why it will get delayed? Correct, Yes or no? I am only deriving it. I did not say it. I am only deriving it. So it is the responsibility of everybody to do penance. That is why this Ekadashi I said, let us all get together and do penance, purify, and tell the Lord, we are sitting here to purify ourselves so that we become good instruments in your hand, that this nice residence for you will come up. Krishna does not need you also for his residence. He does not need you. He is producing from the pores of his skin, like bubbles, universes are coming out. It is described in the Brahma Samhita. So he does not have the power to put some steel and concrete together here. Some chota thing. Hardly anything. If he does it, you'll get 10 million places like this. So why is he waiting? Continuing to live in this place. Top is leaking also when it rains. Maybe it is falling on top of Jagannath's head also. All the dirty water. Why is he staying there? He is saying, my devotees, they are trying. Let them try. Let them try. Right? So we need to do tapasya. We need to chant Hare Krishna, read Bhagavatam very carefully, perform devotional service with constant prayer to the Lord. Please allow me to be an instrument in this service. When Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada was told by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, you go to the Western world and you preach and tell them about this. Publish books in English. He just told him like that. But Prabhupada, how can I do? I don't know anything. I am just a family man. I have 5 children. I have a business to run. I have so much responsibility. Children, I have to get them married. My business is running. He did not know how to do it. A very nice devotee. He is coming and giving donation, congregational devotee. Coming giving donation in the ashram. But in the mind he is always thinking of this. My Guru has told me to go to Western world and is giving donation regularly. For a long time it was running in his head. And then his spiritual master came in his dream and said, what are you doing? You take sannyas and you come out of your family life. Oh, I couldn't believe it. He said, my guru is coming in the dream and telling me, oh, he went and consulted with senior god brother sannyasi. What shall I do? No, you don't do that, he told. Everybody will talk bad about you and about our ashram, everything. Look at this man, left his family and went. You don't do that, he told. He said, okay. But I don't think that is correct, what he is telling. Again he got dream. What are you doing? I told you, no? You come out and take some. You imagine how Prabhupada will be feeling. Just an ordinary grasta. Then he said, now I can't go back to that same person and ask him advice also. I think it's time for me to do it. He was forced to get out of his house. He went and took sannyasa. And he said, that's it. Chapter closed. 2 times he has come in my dream. Now I cannot say this and that. I have to take it seriously. Then he took it very seriously. Then he was wondering now how to go to the Western world. That is impossible for me. I have never been anywhere outside. And I don't know how to do. So in Vrindavan he was seen sweeping the floor in front of Rupa Goswami's Samadhi in the night and crying loudly, my dear Rupa Goswami, please, please, how will I do this very big service he has given me to do? I don't know how to do it. I am incapable of doing it. And he was crying in the night loudly. People have seen him crying at 12 o'clock in the night. And they have written, I saw Abhay Babu Maharaj sitting there and crying and sweeping the floor. So for Prabhupada also it was like this Brahma's service only. And he performed severe penance. Because he was an ordinary grahastha. Krishna chose him and said, you do. So when we do devotional service, we should never think I am doing. You must simply think that I am instrument of Krishna in doing. It will happen. If you get proud, if you get puffed up, false ego, greedy, all these things happen to you, then everything will break. You must understand who Brahma is and what he is doing. He is not just building one small temple. He is building the whole universe and making so many people's bodies so that they'll all come into being. Fantastic, huge construction he is doing. Not just ordinary civil engineering. He is doing engineering of a high kind. For that, he is getting special blessing. And Krishna is specially revealing to him these 4 shlokas. This is enough if you understand, he is telling. You must understand me. Ahameva sameva agre. You must understand this manifestation is my energy. You are also my part and parcel, my energy. Right? Your service is to accommodate so many conditioned souls for their material desire. And in such a way that they become trained in the process, what is the truth? That facility you create. I have already given you the main ingredients. Already created you. Right? Now you do the secondary thing. So there, Brahma is asking question. And there Krishna is explaining, this whole material world is my energy. I am present here by my energy, you don't worry. If you are constantly conscious of me, you will be able to do your seva. Because it is I who will actually do it through you. You become my instrument. So, devotional service to the Lord is something very exalted. We are all getting that opportunity to do, like Brahma got. You may not get the same size because we don't have the same size also. According to your capacity, you are getting. According to your capacity. But if you do that properly, you will go back to Godhead. For Brahma also, if he does his thing properly, he goes back to Godhead. You can also meet him in Godhead. You did your chota seva paka, he did his seva paka. Both of you will go to the same person, to the same place. Can you imagine that? You can also perfectly do your seva, go back to Godhead. Brahma can also do his seva perfectly and go back to the same place. The opportunity is the same. So it is much easier for you. And the two, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come and said, I will make it more easy for you. And he has made it even more simple. So this is a great opportunity. If Krishna puts any service in front of you, immediately grab it and do it. So we all have this wonderful opportunity to build a residence for Jagannath. We should all do the best that we can do, because it is directly given by Krishna. Just like Brahma got a direct opportunity. So you are like the chosen people to do it. So we should respond to Krishna's call and we should take part in it enthusiastically. And you should never start judging it materially. The moment you start judging it materially, you'll say, it's very difficult to do, I cannot do, I am not this, all this is material estimation. All this is material estimation. We should simply strive to do, try to do, start doing, thinking it is Krishna's service. Right? He will make it possible. If Brahma has thought, whole creation I have to do, my gosh. If he had thought like this, we will not be here. We wouldn't have been here. So, being Krishna conscious and rendering the service to Krishna is very important for us to grasp. Then we will understand all this tattva. I did not explain much about this tattva because it is too deep. But I gave a simple explanation. And I am giving an explanation of Brahma's situation and how it is not very different from our situation also. But ours has become much easier because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come in and made it very easy. We should simply grab it and we should perform. Chanting the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Tat Sat. Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nittai Gaur Premanande. Any question or comment? Yeah. Huh? How suffering is illusion? Yeah. You want me to demonstrate how suffering is illusion? No, one by one. One by one. Suffering is illusion, you are asking, which means I presume that you think happiness is illusion, you understand. No, that also same. Enjoyment is illusion? No. So therefore suffering is also not an illusion. It is happening. I'm experiencing it. Right? That's why it means that how can it be an illusion? You see, illusion means accepting something which is not real as real. That is the definition for illusion. Prabhupada gave a nice example. Thinking that a rope is a snake in the night. Some rope lying there. Bambu. Right? You got afraid. But it is only a rope. Why did you get afraid? Why did you get afraid? Because you thought it is snake. And the experience of a snake sitting there went inside your head and you responded to that. Okay? But now you understand that it is only a rope. Now what is your experience? It's illusion. It's an illusion. So, the world of Maya makes you think that this is snake. And you get afraid. You suffer. But actually it is not snake, it's rope. punishment is given to you by putting you in illusion. Same way, you can torture a person by telling him, "Hey, unga amma sattu poittaanga theriyuma unakku na ippa paathen photo you can do and make the fellow feel very bad and then laugh. I made you this thing." It's easy now to do that. Take some image, put it on this thing and put it in front of you can actually monitor, watch him getting illusioned and suffering. Can you do that or not? Yes, you can do that even to small children. You say something to them, they'll start crying. You can easily illusion a child. Isn't it? You have done it, no? Everybody scares the child. Hey! Then you feel powerful. See? I am able to make you afraid. I can make you suffer. That small experience you have, no? That it is possible to illusion you into suffering. Put fear in you. And all that. Same way, Maya is much more powerful than you and she can scare you into suffering. Then nothing is there actually. Simply made you cry. Now you understand how you're suffering in illusion. Yeah. But while you are suffering, nobody tells you it is illusion. It's your karma. After you get out of this body, you'll say, Veena. It's like a dream. In the dream you suffer. You suffer or not. You enjoy, you suffer. But when you wake up, complete dream here. It's not true. Actually, you don't know this is also dream only. You woke up into another dream. That is also dream only. But the experience of dreaming, when you wake up, you know that is a dream. It's not true. That's the meaning of illusion. But while you are in the dream, you don't know that. While you are in the dream, you take it as real and you experience it. The soul suffers. But when you get up in the morning, you'll say, but your karma, even in the dream you can suffer. So you can see even your enjoyment is like that only. Yeah. Any other question or comment? Yeah. Huh? Because everybody is not capable of understanding. Because you are not yet qualified. Why is it that everybody cannot get MBBS degree without studying? Without studying, why can't you give a government, just give the degree, No, you're not qualified. Otherwise you'll go around with your scissors and the stethoscope and start cutting up everybody. You don't know you're not qualified to be a doctor. Right? You study, become qualified, then the knowledge is given to you correctly. Same way, to become a realized person, you need to do some tapasya, become qualified. Brahma also got to know that knowledge only after he was qualified by tapasya. So this knowledge is not so cheap that why can't you give it away free? No, why are you simply charging like this? You cannot ask. The point is not money, the point is not this. You are not qualified. You are materially too contaminated. You will not be able to handle this knowledge properly. Okay? Yeah. Any other question or comment? Om Tat Sat. Oh, okay. Because you want it. Don't try to forget your individuality. When it comes to taking blame for what you have done, suddenly don't become non-individual. And when you want to enjoy, I want to enjoy, you become individual immediately. You remain individual always, which means you have to take responsibility for what you did. Isn't it? So don't say, why Krishna, why Krishna? Krishna is not doing anything to you. Krishna is only providing according to what you desire. But Krishna can make me desire like that. Then what is the use of you being you? What is the use of you being you? Better you become nothing. Since you are an individual, you have free will, and you exercise that free will correctly. That is the whole plan. Yeah. Om Tat Sat Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nittai Gaura Premanande.
Hare Krishna, we will not take much of your time. முதலில் திரு பக்திவேதாந்த சுவாமி மகாராஜ் அவர்களுக்கு மனமார்ந்த நன்றி. அவர் குறிப்பிட்டது போல எல்லோரும் சேர்ந்து நாம் விருப்பப்பட வேண்டும் பகவான் கிருஷ்ணருக்கு திருக்கோயில் இங்கு அமைய வேண்டும் என்று. அதுபோல முயற்சியும் எடுக்க வேண்டும், மற்றவர்களை இணைக்கவும் வேண்டும். நம்முடைய கோவை சந்திர சமூகத்தில் மூத்த பக்தர் சுந்தரி யசோதா மாதாஜி அவங்களுக்கு பரிச்சயமான நபர்கிட்ட இந்த கோயிலினுடைய விஷயங்கள் எல்லாம் எடுத்து சொல்லி மிக அழகாக ஒரு கைங்கரியத்தை அவங்களோட இணைத்திருக்கிறாங்க. 100 செங்கல் 1,00,000 ரூபாய் நன்கொடைகளை அவங்க பெற்று வந்திருக்காங்க. சமூகத்தில் பெரியவங்க சிறியவங்க அப்படிங்கிற பாகுபாடு இல்லாமல் எண்ணம் போல் வாழ்க்கை அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி நம்ம எல்லோரும் விருப்பப்பட வேண்டும் என்பதை மீண்டும் மீண்டும் இந்த உபன்யாசத்துல மகாராஜ் வலியுறுத்தினாங்க. இந்த கைங்கரியத்தை செய்யக்கூடிய சுந்தரி யசோதா மாதாஜிக்கு நம்முடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றிகள். பதித் பவன் ஸ்ரீ குருதேவ் கி, கோபமனந்தே. அது போல மற்றொரு பக்தர் வினயா மாதாஜி, அவங்க ஏகாதசி அன்று 5 லட்சம் அவங்க ஒரு பில்லருக்கு அவங்க ஸ்பான்சர் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. அவங்களுக்கும் நம்மளுடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். மற்றவர்களையும் இந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்திலே வேண்டி விண்ணப்பித்து கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம். தயவு செய்து உங்களுக்கு பரிச்சயமான நபர்களிடத்திலே இந்த திருக்கோயில் பற்றிய விவரங்களை பகிர்ந்து கொண்டு ஸ்ரீகிருஷ்ண ஜன்மாஷ்டமி உற்சவ வைபவ சமயத்திலே நடைபெறுகின்ற இந்த திருப்பணிக்கு நீங்கள் உதவிட வேண்டும் என்று விண்ணப்பித்து கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம். ஸ்ரீ பிரபுபாது கி. காலை சிற்றுண்டிக்கான பிரசாதம் ஏற்பாடு செய்யப்பட்டிருக்கு. எல்லாருமே நீங்க துவாதசி பாராயணம் செய்யுமாறு வேண்டி கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம். ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா.